Hello, hello. Welcome to this week's How To Tuesday. Okay. Let's get started. What'd you guys think of the last lesson? The last two lessons. I have really enjoyed those. This one, remember I told you I'm batch filming, so I've got them all right next to me. And I really enjoyed these. Two very different techniques. I really enjoyed them. I can see playing. I love this color. I love both color palettes. But I love the pen and the texture and the lines and I'm really enjoying this a lot. And then this whole color palette is delicious. And the words in the background. Digging. Okay, so today we're going to work with my watercolors. These are my Danielle Smith. We're going to work with, I have my Strathmore 184 pound toned tan pepe. There's that. And then I have just a watercolor brush and just an acrylic brush because I'm going to use some acrylic for highlights. I also grabbed, I haven't played with this in a while, my Elegant Writer because I'm working with a few water-soluble mediums. And I wanted to play with that because we're going to do some fun. It's going to be really abstracty, messy, kind of reminiscent of Louis Rossignol, who I'm a huge fan of, his style, his work. So, yeah, I've taken several of his courses and I'm obsessed. Like I can't quite get to his level because he practices it all the time and I just adore his stuff. You'll see some images while I'm talking about him, but he's fantastic. So this is an inspiration of his. It's not going to be copy anything he's done, but his stylized inspiration of some of the classes that I've taken. So I have grabbed some water soluble. This is my Elegant Writer. This is my Black Stabilo All. And then a couple lessons ago, we did the Bic Intensity. Those are also water soluble. And I have just my Uniposca paint pens, 0.7 and a 0.9. Nope, both 0.7s. And then charcoal, soft charcoal, and then an eraser. Where's my big eraser? Oh, yeah, a couple different eraser sizes. One for the tiny bits, one for the big stuff. A mechanical pencil. And I also grabbed my Neocolors 2. These are water soluble. They'll probably be a combo of a little bit of activation, but more color. But I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that I'm working on the tone paper, especially because I want it to pop. I want those colors on the tone paper to really pop out. And I am going to draw my version of Lucille Ball. I was trying to think, who is it that I enjoy? Who is it that I like? I mean, I love Lucille Ball. I love vintage. I love old school. I love all those black and whites. I love all that kind of stuff. So, and she's one of my favorites, my favorite actresses. So she just popped into my head. Because Louis Rossignol, he does a lot of celebrity stuff. He does a lot of just random stuff, but he does a lot of celebrity stuff. But his stuff is, I don't know, it's just caricatures of his people's work. And so I was thinking, who would I do? And so Lucille Ball popped into my head. I'm not really going to look at anything because I want it to kind of come from my imagination. But yeah, so first things first, I'm going to do pencil first just because, excuse me, because honestly, I don't trust myself enough to just go with marker. It's going to be outlined in ink and then colored in spots here and there with the colors that I have, the watercolor and the Neocolors and stuff. So, yeah. Think caricature. You know, she's got those big eyes, those really prominent eyebrows. And then she's got the big lips. It's going to be, yeah, probably nothing like her, honestly, truth be told. But it's a caricature. It is what it is, right? What are you going to do? She's got a pretty prominent nose, too. Excuse me. Her face looks lopsided. It's okay. I'll readjust the chin. Excuse me. Like really high eyebrows. High and arched. And thin. Was that too big? Let's erase this because I don't feel that. She's got like a definitely not that. I need to move this over a little. See what's doing it for me. There, I feel better about that. Her mouth is askew. Her mouth was askew. I like that she always has like the pearl earrings. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a caricature. It's not her. And then we're going to do her a version of it anyways. She's got like her new. I think that's what it is. I think. Excuse me. She always has like the big eyes. Let's see what we got going on here. Sure. You feel good about this, yeah? Sure. That looks like Lucille Ball. It's like a twist, I think. Remember, it's like it's abstracty. It's gonna be. think I need to. I had to change my battery. I think this needs to come down some. Feels very... Nope, that doesn't feel right either. I think it's too much. I'm showing too much. Because her head's tilted. Like she's got her sides are always swept up. And is that right? Is that right? Is that right? I don't know. I feel like you do see some of her. Because she's like tucks it in the back. Well, it is today. Remember, it's caricature with a lot of me in it. Lot of me. She always wore great collared dresses and shirts. Love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Excuse me. Excuse me. And of course the pearls. My husband has forgotten, I don't know if you can hear him, that there are other people in the house doing things that need quiet. He's in meetings when he's talking at full volume. You tell it frustrates me just a smidge. Just a smidge. Let's see, do I have? Okay. My version of Lucille Ball. Woohoo! Okay. So now, I am going to, where's my Danielle writer? I am going to, remember, anything that you have that has pencil where you don't want it, before you do any dropping of, maybe that needs to go away, or not be as big. It'll lock it in, so if you want it gone, oops, I erased her here. Oh, I feel like there should be some there. There, that's a little better. Okay, I feel better with that. So yeah, get rid of any pencil lines that you guys don't want to be locked in once the water soluble stuff hits. Or any kind of water hits, honestly. She has like a ridge on her nose. No, I'm not going to get that involved. Trying to like be all detailed. I don't want that. We're doing abstract, Jenny. Come on. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my elegant writer. And put in some of my lines. His style is very sketchy and loose. And I'm always constantly, feel like I'm constantly trying to master it. I will be activating I'm going fairly light with, she looks nothing like Lucille Ball. In my lines, if there's sections that I want to bring forward, I will, with adding more, you know, going to add more after it's dried. Okay, so let's start with this. We're going to start with this, and I'm going to grab my watercolor brush. If you've never used Elegant Writer, welcome to the Elegant Writer. It does, you can see a little goes a long way. It does purples and pinks and blues when it releases. I am going in with other colors. This is not going to be the only color I use, so don't panic. With the Elegant Writer, once you use it and it's been activated thoroughly, then it doesn't, once it dries, it doesn't reactivate. It's not supposed to anyways. I'm trying to keep the ink in. I want it to bleed in as opposed to outside of her as much as I can. I mean, if it does, whatever, but I'm purposefully placing stuff and pulling the ink or the water in a way to pull the ink in a direction, a certain direction. So I'm working, instead of putting the paintbrush on the outside, I've been putting it on the inside of the line work. This is the beginning. There's a lot of refining to happen. Okay, I'm gonna dry. I didn't do her pearls. You see the purples and the blues and the pinks in there? And her lips. Whoops. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. First things first. Come in and do some of that. And some of that. If you're new to Caran d'Ache, that's what these are. New Colors by Caran d'Ache. They are water soluble, but they also work really well like a crayon, and they're very creamy. They blend really nicely. we like a lot. She has blue eyes. I'm gonna give her some. Uh-oh, no. It's broken. Doggone it. And then we're just going to play. I'm going to do some, I don't want to be super refined. And I'm already defaulting to that. And let's stop it. Stop it, Jenny. Stop it. She was red. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. put it down. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to grab my acrylic brush. I'm going to kind of I'm going to dry this really quick. Okay, go into her eyes. I'm going to use my Posca. Excuse me. Ugh. I'm not loving this, but I'm not going to stop. So much refining needs to happen right now. So much. So much. That's the fun, right? The experimentation. The experimentation of it all. Oh, that's cool. Even if I don't like thoroughly love something I've done, you guys, I have learned stuff. I always learn things. What I don't like and what works well together and what doesn't, and you know, blah blah blah. This is my Stabilo, all, which is creamy. It's also water soluble. I probably won't be activating it though, because, well, maybe. What the hell? What the hey? I'm gonna get my watercolors. And blend them in with throw some watercolor in, and it also activates my Stabilo or my Carbatellos, which I'm very happy with. Okay, let's okay, we're gonna dry. Usually just like has a serious cheekbone. Oh, it's in the water. It's doing what I said not to do. This is anti-Mr. Signal. He's so not. This is so controlled compared to his stuff. See, it's hard, you guys. It's hard. Just not an easy thing to do. Oh, that was never activated. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. I should be using my other brush, actually. Not my watercolor brush. I am hungry. My stomach is growling. Now, some of it you don't have to activate. Let's do some light highlights. You know, with the screen makeup, the max factor of it all. Very made up, very highlighted. Very contoured. I'll come back with some of my white pen too. I want that green in throughout too. I'll put that somewhere. I need to put careful with this. Working on top of the wax with my acrylic pen. Okay, I'm going to make my hand loose now. This feels more loose. Okay, we will. All right, I'm going to, she always had the blue dress with the white polka dots. Guess what? She's getting the blue dress with the white polka dots. Except it's not gonna be perfect. I'm not shooting for perfect. I don't want perfect. I want interesting. And then it was like a, kind of like a navy blue. I don't know if I'll color the whole thing. I might activate and see what we get. This stuff is very choppy, very unfinished feeling, very childlike, and I love it. I want to put in, I'm going to dry this real quick because I want to put a darker blue. Both lighter and darker blue. Okay, this is broken. So sad, my crayon is broken. To tie these together. Favorite blues to put into things, just because. Okay, so let's do her here. I'm gonna say I am now really digging her. I went through that ugly phase. Whew. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. now. I did print a quote, but first I want to do some watercolor in the background, I think. Going in and putting in some darkers to push her forward. This is sap green and green gold was the first one I put down. Okay, let's try. When I sit and I dry, I look at things as I'm working, and I can see things that are still wet. I have to be careful. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking of what can I do in the background. I'll be right back. Okay, so I found these. I've had these for about a year. And I have, so far I pulled those 3. And that's a good one too. And I think that they were, like, you collected them. Because they all have this markings on the same markings on the back. But it's in another language. It just says Club 3 and 1/3, 3 1/3, private. But it's in, I think, German. I think. I didn't realize I had so many glamour ones in this. That's a good one too. I kind of like the juxtaposition of either she's, you know, when she first started or when she was like glamorous. Because this is totally her era. Which I didn't realize. But I told you I love this era. So, okay, so I need to decide. Decide, Jenny. It's too hard, you guys. It's too hard. Ah! Okay. Let's remove the choices because I can't decide. Let's do this. Louis Signal, he always puts like an old vintage photo on his work. Just random. Nothing that applies to. Do we like her? Do we like her? I kind of like that. Okay, we're going with that. There's too many decisions. They're all really cool. And then I will put... Sometimes these things work. Sometimes they don't. I feel like this one isn't. I feel like it barely did anything. Come on. Alright. You're fired. You're fired. I just don't like to get all gluey. That's the thing. I don't want to use that. Hang on. You see, I have so many of these. There you go. Oh, hi. There's a drum under my desk. There we go. Now she's working. Okay. Put her there. We have decided. Oops. And then I'm going to put my quote in. I'm going to use my charcoal. Her quote was, I think it's a little long, so her quote is, love yourself first and everything else falls into line. You really have to love yourself to get anything, or to get anything done in this world. It's a long one. So I think I'm going to do, you really have to love yourself to get anything in this world. It's a lot. But I'm going to do... Keep it very... very loose. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world. And then he comes in and he'll like scratch things out, make things look messy. And now, with a white charcoal, you go in and you fill in all the little spaces, if I can find one, all the little spaces that those letters created. I love doing this part. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Especially when there's a darker background. Her Lucille Ball banner, or the Lucille Ball show, the heart. It's the heart. I'm going to make some marks. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Hang on. I think I'm not done. I want to add some shadows. All right, now I'm going to sign, and I'm done. That was super fun, like a lot of fun. I'm going to peel and reveal, even though I was not happy at the beginning. I think I need to put a little more. I have another idea. That I want to add. I'm going to get some of my paint pen. Oh, I can't. They're all downstairs. Dang it. I'm working on a paint by number right now. Little tip. Don't use the paints in a paint by number. They're crap. I use my acrylic markers. So much better. And it makes it so much more fun. And then people are like, why do you do that if you already know how to do stuff? Because I don't have to think. I get to just be creative and enjoy, and it's mindless. That is a serious blessing for me. Come on. What the heck? That was weird. Really heat up the corners, because this is the time if it's going to rip. It'll be in the corners. And pull flat and towards you. Okay, I want to grab this and put a little bit of this in here. Because why not? Okay, you guys, I'm finished. I love this. I love this. Thank you so much. It looks really cool on the camera. Yep. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Bye.